animation.
Well, I think that's what's really exciting about the film when you see it, is that there's hardly any CGI. You know, there are a few sort of tourist boats that we had to take out in the background in Malta that didn't really fit 15th century Spain, but it's real locations. You know, it's real Seville. It's you know, Valletta in Malta. Fortunately, they allowed us to sort of jump over their city, which was a huge thing. So we did a lot of the parkour in Valletta, a lot of the second regression and leaping and so forth, and martial arts fights on top of the roofs. And then Almeria, you know, it was where we did the first regression, and also some of the sort of set up initiation in Spain with the assassins. What usually Adam and I, the DOP and I, are very seduced by light in a location. We're very seduced by what's there and how can we use as much as possible in terms of atmosphere to ground the film, the look of the film. We just didn't want it to feel like an appropriation, and we wanted it also to feel different from the game. You know, there was always going to be iconic things there that were going to remind us of the game, but the great thing is that you can, in film, make things real. You put real actors in there, and you can actually go and shoot in real locations and do these stunts for real. So that became a huge part of doing it. In terms of fans, you know, I mean, I think, you know, we did Macbeth, and Shakespeare fans are really hardcore, but I don't think they come close to gaming fans. And I think we've just embraced that pressure. You know, I think that you can't ignore it. You have to, you know, respect that this game is extremely loved and that there is a really big universe here. But at the same time, we're trying to make a film that is going to be something different for the fans. It's not going to sort of bastardize their loved characters in the other, you know, in the other games, and introduce whole new stories and locations. So that's a fine balance, because you also want to open it up to a new audience. Those that know nothing about Assassin's Creed, you want to be able to let them watch the film and be engaged with it as a narrative and also as a movie. So it's delicate, that balance.
Also, what Justin and the art department did with the Animus. Do you want to talk about how they changed the whole Animus experience?
Yeah, in the game, the Animus is a chair, and it's quite a passive experience, because you're going back into the past sort of straight away. We wanted to make it very physical, but also sort of show and see how Cal, the present-day character, evolves into an assassin. You know, see how he starts to learn to jump and starts to learn to fight. So we created a kind of virtual reality experience with the Animus, with this kind of crazy arm that allows him to perform and do most of the action within this kind of theatre of the Animus. So that's a whole new venture for the gamers, and definitely something that Ubisoft are very excited by. There's a strange cross-pollination going on at the moment, where Ubisoft are very keen to sort of evolve that even further and perhaps use it in the next game, which we're really excited about. That, you know, the game world and the film world could actually have a kind of dance there.